2026, a surprising development is quietly reshaping the global fighter jet market. The Saab Gripen production line, once active with steady international orders, is now facing an unusual situation: idle capacity. At the same time, Canada's long and complicated fighter replacement story may be approaching a turning point. With an open production window and growing pressure to modernize its air force, Canada could become the next country to trigger Gripen deliveries faster than anyone expected. For years, the Gripen has been marketed as one of the most efficient and cost-effective multi-role fighter jets in the world. It is compact, agile, designed for harsh environments, and significantly cheaper to operate compared to heavier fifth-generation fighters. Countries like Sweden, Brazil, Hungary, and South Africa have relied on it for national defense, while Saab positioned the Gripen E as a modern answer to budget-conscious air forces. But in 2026, the situation looks very different. Major export orders have already been fulfilled or slowed, and no large new contracts are currently filling the production schedule. This has effectively left Saab with something rare in the defense world: available factory space, trained workers, and supply chains ready to go, but without aircraft rolling off the line at full speed. This is where Canada enters the picture. Canada has spent more than a decade debating how to replace its aging CF-18 Hornets. The competition has been political, technical, and economic, with delays caused by shifting governments, rising costs, and changing strategic priorities. While fifth-generation aircraft have dominated headlines, concerns about cost, maintenance, and long-term flexibility have never fully disappeared. The Gripen has always been an outsider in Canada's fighter discussion, but also a persistent one. Saab has repeatedly emphasized that the Gripen is specifically designed for countries with large territories, limited infrastructure, and harsh weather-free conditions that perfectly describe Canada. The aircraft's ability to operate from short, icy runways and remote bases has been one of its strongest selling points. Now, with the Gripen production line underutilized, the timeline suddenly changes. Instead of waiting years behind other customers, Canada could theoretically move straight into early delivery slots. That is a massive advantage in a world where fighter jet backlogs often stretch close to a decade. Another factor working in Canada's favor is industrial participation. Saab has consistently offered deep technology transfer, local assembly options, and long-term industrial benefits. For Canada, that could mean domestic jobs, aerospace growth, and control over upgrades and maintenance. In an era where defense procurement is increasingly tied to national industry, this matters more than ever. From a capability standpoint, the 2026 Gripen E is not the same aircraft many people remember. It features a modern AESA radar, advanced electronic warfare systems, sensor fusion, and compatibility with long-range weapons like the Meteor missile. While it may not be a stealth aircraft, it compensates with powerful electronic countermeasures and low operating costs that allow higher sortie rates. In practical terms, that means more jets flying more often, with lower strain on budgets. For a country responsible for monitoring vast Arctic airspace, availability can be just as important as raw performance. The Gripen's quick turnaround time and ease of maintenance are often highlighted as decisive advantages. The empty production line also gives Saab flexibility. Aircraft can be customized earlier in the build process, allowing Canada to integrate its own communications systems, weapons, and mission software without long delays. Instead of adapting later, the jets could be built Canada-ready from day one. Geopolitically, timing matters as well. Global tensions have increased, and airspace violations, long-range patrols, and Arctic activity are becoming more frequent. Canada faces growing pressure to modernize faster, not later. Waiting another decade for full fleet delivery may no longer be politically or strategically acceptable. An open Gripen production line means deliveries could begin far sooner than expected, possibly even before the end of the decade. If a decision is accelerated, that kind of speed is rare in modern fighter programs. Critics argue that Canada should prioritize absolute cutting-edge technology, but supporters counter that reliability. Sovereignty and affordability matter just as much. A fighter that can be sustained, upgraded, and deployed widely may ultimately offer more real-world defense value than a smaller number of extremely advanced jets. There's also the strategic message. Choosing a platform like the Gripen would signal that Canada values operational independence and flexibility. Saab's approach emphasizes user control over software and upgrades, rather than complete dependence on foreign approval chains. For a middle power with global commitments, that autonomy can be attractive. The quiet reality is that production lines drive decisions more than politics often admit. An empty factory creates urgency on the supplier side and opportunity on the buyer side. Canada, by stepping into that gap, could reshape both its Air Force future and Saab's export strategy at the same time. Whether Canada ultimately moves forward or not, the situation highlights how fast defense dynamics can change. A jet that once seemed like a long-shot option suddenly becomes a fast delivery candidate simply because timing, capacity, and global demand align. In 2026, the Gripen production line sitting idle is more than an industrial detail, it's a strategic opening. And for Canada, it could be the rare chance to move from endless debate to actual deliveries sooner than anyone expected. As air forces around the world race to modernize, sometimes the biggest advantage isn't the most expensive aircraft or the loudest announcement. Sometimes, it's simply being ready when the factory doors are already open.